everybody, let me talk in this video about condition statement, if statement. All things that we learned before, the application is started step by step. If you remember, for example, the get my age app, the application will start first step, then next, then 3, then 4. So what if I want to execute a specific number of code depending on a specific condition? For example, this line of code, this is 3 lines. I want to execute them but with specific condition. So I don't want to execute them all the time. This what mean condition. This what mean if statement in any programming language. If statement, we use it if we want to do a specific thing with a specific condition. So imagine I want to do simple app. If the grade for the person more than 19, I will display for him A plus or A. So let me just copy this 2 line and create a new class. So I just create a new class. I name it simple if. Okay. And this class will have this method. I just remember this simple main and have a reader. So I will ask user to enter as a grade. So I will say integer grade. Okay, something enter from the screen. Should be reader next integer. So if the grade of the user more than 19, I will display the grade is A plus. So I will check. So how I do that? I say if statement, then I open a bracket, then I write my condition. Here I write my condition. Okay, and here my block. This named block of code. That is mean. This block of code, this block, only execute if this condition be true. Always remember, when we talk about if statement, that's mean we have a block. If you see I added 2 brackets, that's mean all these lines are belonging to this statement. This line of code will execute only if the condition be true. I want to make sure the grade more than 19. How the condition will be passed? Will be passed even greater than or equal 19. So if the grade greater than or equal than 19, that's mean true. So if I have 19, the result will be true. If I had 91, the result will be true. 93, result will be true. If I have 85, is 85 greater than 19? No, the result will be false. So this block will not execute. Do you see? So what I will do, I will say system SYSO, then I print a grade is A, for example. And let me just here I press simple statement. I say end the grading when something done. So if I try to execute the app step by step, let me just add a single line here, then try to debug the application to show you what's happened. First of all, if you see the execution on this line, I don't see anything until I run it. I could now enter data. So let me enter data. I say 85. Okay, I click enter. See now, if you see how much the grade now, the grade is 85. Is 85 greater than 19? No, that is mean this condition is false. I said the block will execute only if this condition is true. So if it is false, this block will not execute. So it will go next. If you see, he will go to next line and he print ending app. So if I rerun the app again and I say, wait a minute, I will run step, then I will enter here 91, enter. Now I have a grade 91. So is a grade that's 91 more than 19? Yes, 91 more than 19. That means this block will execute. So if you run, you see this block executed. So if you see he print grade is A, then he went next and the grading. So this is a basic thing that I could share with you, how you could understand the if statement. If statement will execute the block of code. Is not necessary to be 1 line, should maybe too many lines. So for example, you say grade equal the grade plus 1. Anyone have a grade more than 19, you add plus 1 to him. That is really good. So what I mean by that, I just want to say to you, this two bracket mean block of code. When I say block of code, that's mean number of line. Block of code, that's mean number of line. So this is the basic thing. The condition is not be like, you don't have to be only one. If you see, I could say, if you remember, I could say if greater than, like between 15 to 16. How you do that? 15 to 16. So you say the grade greater than or equal 15 and a grade less than or equal 16. Okay, make sure, because this is two conditions, so make sure this add them between two bracket and this one between two bracket. Now if the grade greater than or equal 15 and less than or equal 16, that's mean between 15 to 16, I will add +1. So I say add +1 will then be how much to be after adding. I print the grade. What I want to share in this example, let me show you. If I run the app, if I enter it 91, he will say ending grading because this block will not execute. If I run it again, I will enter 52. See, add +1. He just add 1 to be 53. I just add 1. So this means the teacher, suppose anyone have a grade 15 to 16, he add +1 for him. So you see, if anyone enter a grade 52 to be 53 and he say +1, that's mean this block of code execute. Just I want to share in this video with you, I want to tell you, if whenever you want to execute a block of code in specific condition, so just add the condition and add your condition. Add if, then add your condition. The condition don't have to be one. If you see, I just have two condition between them, and maybe between them or maybe between them not, or whatever. Therefore, I want you to go back and understand how logic gate work. I just go back and just say greater than or equal 19, and grade is A, because I want to complete next part in next video. Yeah, see you next.